Hello students. In today's lecture we are going to study the contribution of Michael Porter. In last lecture we have studied contribution of Peter Drucker, that is the concept of MBO. So in continuation with that, in the first unit itself, the contribution of another management thinker, that is Michael Porter, we are going to study in this lecture. Before we study his contribution, let us see who was Michael Porter. Michael Porter in 20th century, he was born in 20th century and he worked as a professor in USA. Later on he completed his mechanical engineering in aerospace, and then he completed his MBA from Harvard Business School. Also he completed his PhD from Harvard University. Michael Porter has contributed by authoring 18 books and 125 research articles. His main research area was competitive strategy. So, in today's lecture, we are going to see the contribution of Peter Drucker, which of course it includes competitive strategy as well. And his main contribution, which is known to managerial world, is about competitive advantage, five forces model, and generic competitive strategies. So these three concepts we are going to learn in this unit, beginning with competitive advantage and five forces model and four generic competitive strategies which Michael Porter has given, which any business organization can go through these strategies and decide what kind of strategy is suitable for its business organization. So this is the important contribution done by Michael Porter in managerial world. Now the first concept which we are going to learn is competitive advantage. Now what is competitive advantage? It means that when you as a business organization, when you are getting or you're doing well in business, you're getting good demand for your product, your customers are very much satisfied by your product, and you're doing better than your competitors, then definitely it means that you are getting the benefit of the existing competitive advantage of the market. Got it? That means when you as a business organization you are doing well, you are doing better than your competitor, then it means that you are getting the benefit of the advantage of the competition existing in the market. This is what it means, this competitive advantage term means. Okay, so how or because which are the factors which are responsible for getting the benefit of competitive advantage? So any factor contributes for this advantage. That means a business organization or a business firm may be good in its production, may be good in its quality of the product, right, or maybe good in research and development. That means that may be their strong point, where the organization's researchers are developing some unique products every time, innovations are taking place, and then you're coming up with a new product in the market, and that's the reason why you are doing well as compared to your competitors, right? Or your marketing strategy is so very well that your competitors can't beat you. Okay, so that may be thing. Or you may be financially very sound, right? That means you are having sufficient amount of money where you can spend, invest a lot in your production, your advertisement, heavy advertisement, publicity, because you're financially sound, right? Or your human resources very good, very devoted. You may be having good leadership styles or good leaders in your organization, because of whom their followers are working very good. So out of all these factors, right from your production to your HR to your finance, your marketing, your R&D, that is research and development, anything can be good in your organization, right? And because of this good, you may be doing better than your competitors, right? Therefore you are getting the benefit of it. Okay, so what does Peter Drucker what does Michael Porter thinks is that these are the these means in the slide you can see there are 4 points, right? Skip the last one. There are 4 points where he thinks that these 4 points are, these are the four set of factors which contribute to the well-being of the nation, right? So which are those factors? The first one is conditions such as nation's resources, education and skill of its people and its labor costs. That means if your country, or if you are having good natural resources in your country, if your people or if your citizens of your country are well educated, they are skilled people, then definitely you get the benefit of the competition. Second factor is that the demand condition of the nation. It means what is the market size of your country, what is the degree of consumer sophistication, and in which way the products are being advertised, right? That means they are continuously, there is being hammering of advertisement, publicity, continuously it is being undertaken. Your market size is huge, your customers are well educated, right? They are demanding qualitative products. These factors affect the existence of the organization, right? And it will give you the advantage of the competition. The next third factor is that it is concerned with suppliers. Now Porter believes, or Porter observes, that a company can prosper well or it can expand its business when supporting companies are located in the same area. For example, if you are having a sugar factory in one area, and if you are having, you know the pepper factory also in the same area, that is the supporting company, right? So it will give benefit to that pepper industry. Your raw material is, you're getting ample of raw material available on time, so pepper industry would be flourished because of that, right? Then so you don't have any problem of raw materials, your supplier will supply you late, nothing like that. No delays in your raw material, receiving of raw material, and therefore your production process will go on smoothly, and this is the effect. And last, fourth set of factors consist of strategy and the structure of the firm, as well as the rivalry among the competitors. That means what kind of strategy your business organizations undertake to beat their customers, beat their competitors, and what kind of rivalry is present among the competitors. That means is there any healthy kind of competition existing in the market? It depends on what kind of relations you are having with your competitors. So Michael Porter believes that when when only two factors out of these four factors are favorable, you can't gain competitive advantage, right? So these four sets of factors together they should be present, which contribute for any organization to be to seek the advantage of the competition. Okay, so with this we are going to end with our lecture. In next lecture we'll be learning about uh, Porter's five forces model. Okay, so thank you.